Welcome back to the Create series, Season 1, Episode 13. We spent a lot of time in the factory floor in the last episode. I wanted to get outside and work on some of the aesthetics of the outside area in this episode. Over time, I've developed some pathways that I kind of walk, so I thought, hey, I'll just turn them into actual paths. I'm going to give that a go. I'm really terrible at this part, so I don't know how it'll turn out. Just gonna wing it and see what happens. Okay, so I made some pathways along the paths that I normally travel. I tried to add some decorations. Paths lead to the portal, down to the base, and up to the tree farm. I'll try to add some decorations, a little bit of greenery as well. A little mini farm in front of the skyscraper. And down here I have a couple of trees and bushes and flowers. A little arbor over my elevator down to the villagers. Of course, there's more to do. I just kind of worked on this area, the areas where I kind of go. I have to do over here, and I have an idea for a functional and decorative farm to go here in the future. I think I want to add a boardwalk along the cliff, maybe all the way over to the house. And I guess it looks okay. I think I like it. Truth is, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to decorating. See, when I'm making a farm, like an iron farm, I know what the outcome is, right? I have to make iron. Now, maybe I can make it faster, maybe I can make it more efficient, maybe I can make it in a smaller space, but in the end, it makes iron. When it comes to decorating, I think my problems are twofold. One is the goal is make it look good. What does that mean? It's very vague. I struggle with that goal. And then two is technique, right? It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know these techniques. So at least that I can go and see what other people do and try to increase my techniques. But I fall back to goal one and it's like, does this look good? I mean, I like the arbor. It looks good to me, I guess. I don't know. I'll keep hacking at it and see where I get to. So that functional and decorative farm I mentioned is going to be a honey farm to make the honeyed apples. And I wanted to use actual bees' nests, so I kind of made this little simple contraption that just a bunch of saws, and I plant trees next to flowers. The trees pop up, and sometimes they will generate a bee's nest. Now, if I use the saws to cut down the tree, then the bee's nests are not captured. So I just built this manual thing so that I can manually take the bee's nest and then use the mechanism to cut down the trees. So yeah, I think we're going to swap around to the outside because even if there was a bee's nest in there, I'd never see it. Aha, first bee's nest. That went high and went over that. That's cool. I did a little experiment over here putting those 2 blocks away. Just in case the bee's nest generated on the ground. We'll see. We'll see if it produces more than the rest. Zzz, zzz. So now that I've made the pathways, I find I'm tired of walking. Almost time to get on Elytra. And to do that, of course, I have to find a stronghold and then fight the dragon. I'm going to see if I can come up with a creative way to kill the dragon. I have something planned that I'm going to need potatoes for. So I'm just going to swap out these carrots for potatoes. I wonder if he came by helicopter. I want to be prepared when I get my wings, so I'm going to need rockets. Rockets require paper. I have plenty of I can make from that sugar cane. And gunpowder. So I'm first going to make a mob farm. I think I'll just make a general mob farm, so I'll get gunpowder and bone meal and some other things. I don't want to build that around here because of the spawning. So I found a location where I want to make a flower and dye farm. That has to be at a location anyway because I need a flower forest to get all the dyes that I want. So I went out and found a flower forest, and for efficiency's sake, I'm just going to make this the area where I build farms that I don't want to make look good or have other requirements. I'm going to go out in the ocean a bit, build that mob farm, and then we'll talk about how it works. And the mob farm is complete. It's a pretty standard mob farm. I'm just using some create gadgetry to knock the mobs down and to kill them. So let's take a look at how it works. So up there, of course, is my AFK platform. The windmill is just supplying rotational power. You can see inside here, this is tinted glass, and we can look inside, but the light levels allow the mobs to spawn. So all we have here is a create nozzle connected to an encased fan. And the fan is in suck mode, so the nozzle makes it suck in all directions, where normally it would just suck down one line. So anytime a mob spawns in here, it gets sucked to the nozzle and falls down there. See some mobs down there. Have 8 of those levels. This is kind of the killing area. The mobs fall down here, they hit the belt, they run into the saws, they get chopped up. Their bits go into the chutes. The smart chutes pull out the things that I want. I'm pulling out gunpowder, some bones, some arrows, string, and spider eyes. The overflow stuff kind of goes in here, and if it happens to be rotten flesh, just dump it in the lava. So a couple of things that I ran into with this farm. I ended up having to put chests here because they're roughly the same size as the nozzle. And they keep mobs from like getting stuck in between the nozzles. The other thing that I had an issue with, I don't know if we'll see it, but spiders will actually just stick to the nozzle and kind of hang out. So I added this little circuit up here. Every, if I get it to show up, yeah. Every 15 seconds, it will stop all the rotational, so which means the nozzle stops sucking like it's doing right now. And any spiders that were stuck to the nozzle, they'll fall at that point. Oh, here's a spider. Let's see if see how he's kind of stuck to the nozzle. When it stops rotating, he'll fall down. Whee! When it turns back on, it gets chopped up. So that's kind of the way it works. It's actually quite satisfying to watch. It's been running for a couple hours, and I'd say it's doing quite well. That's going to be plenty of rockets. Lots of bones for bone meal, arrows. Don't really need them, but hey, I'll take it. String. It's not a very good spider eye farm. I guess spiders dying on saws don't really drop eyes that much. In the overflow chest, we have mostly stuff from witches, I think. And then I think the chicken is from the chicken jockey mobs. I did have a couple of issues with the farm. One, the spider thing we covered. The other thing is this belt. If this distribution belt runs too fast, some of the items flew past their chute. I guess they're too fast for it for whatever reason, and they end up in the overflow. So I put on the rotational speed controller down here to make it slower. But yeah, other than that, it seems to be working pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. I made it out of here in the middle of nowhere just so I didn't have to make it pretty, but it looks kind of cool. I kind of like it. So I used my tunneling device to get all of the deep slate for the path. It was so fast. I got so much cobbled deep slate. So that made me wonder, what if I used it to try to get netherrack? I'm gonna give that a shot. Maybe I should get some noob juice. There we go. Here we go. We'll find out. That sounds like lava. Oh, that's lava. Full send! Well, that didn't last long. So I think it's because the lava's taking out my torches. I have an idea for that. We'll swap this out for a drill. So that's going to plop a block and drill the block instead of scooping a torch. And that shouldn't get knocked away by the lava. That's the hope. Well, it's slower, but it's lava proof, maybe? I mean, it's not fast, but it's faster than me trying to TNT it, dodge lava. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. It's still running. That's a lot of lava. That's a lot of lava, but it's still running. Oh, now I'm worried. Okay. Oh, lava. Oh no, this could be bad. Oh, hole. Nope, I hear it. I hear it. I hear it, so I think it's to my right. Maybe I should just leave this set up. Oh, there it comes. I can get some basalt. I'm gonna pick this up. Alright, so that's about up 225 blocks. Let's see what we got. Ooh. So 10 were in there, and I dug out 5 that were exposed by the machine. So 15 and 225 or so. I thought that would work. Dump out netherrack. We'll do it while it's running. It's not part of the... Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I wanted to grab it. Oh, that's bad. I just saw through my inner chest, didn't I? And my crate bits. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, mistakes were made. Ah. Oh, come on. Ooh, oh. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I can live with the... I can live with the broken ender chests, but I didn't want to lose my crate bits. Okay, alright, it's fine. It's fine. So I spent a couple hours using the tunneling machine to mine for ancient debris. How'd it go? I got carry the 105 ancient debris, which is way more than I would probably ever mine manually. What's the verdict on using the tunnel machine? It worked pretty well. It's kind of slow, but you stay busy because you're following along behind it and taking away lava sources and that kind of thing. It seemed to handle the lava pretty well. It was kind of weird. A couple times the minecart disappeared, got destroyed somehow. I'm not sure how. Happened to me twice in the couple hours that I was doing it. And then other times it would plow right through lava lakes and be just fine. So I don't know. I would rate it as it's okay. It's probably worth it. The only issue that I had was when you come up on a lava lake, the machine would go through it just fine. But I had to either tunnel around it, or in some cases I couldn't really tunnel around it. I just took some fire resist potion and just swam through it or walked through it, which is slow and kind of spooky and you can't see where you're going. So not great. I think we could iterate on this, make another machine that would take care of that problem. Let's try that. It doesn't take much to convince me to build another minecart contraption. Let's talk about this one. So this is similar in design to the tunneler, where you have the drive mechanism is just the rail cart going along rails. This puts down rails, that puts down blocks, power the rail. This scoops up the rail, and then that scoops up the block. So that's just like the other tunneler that we have. Up front, we've got a little tunnel maker here that will place netherrack right in front of it. So it's designed to go through lava flows. So this is going to build a solid wall of netherrack because we want to replace any source blocks that are in our way. And then right behind that, various pieces, there are drills that will cut out the pathway, basically this section, and 2 little windows on the side. I think I can get away with that. As long as it's vertical, I think the lava will flow down and not flow in the window. We'll see. Okay, so that builds a wall, drills the wall back out in the middle, and it'll leave the wall on the side. So I also have a roof on. I'll have a roof on top because that does not get drilled out. We'll just fill up all these barrels with the netherrack that the driller makes, and then we'll just hop on and ride on through. In theory. Now I left this open here from the seat, so I can sit here and ride along. There's going to be sides and a roof all around me, so when I want to get off, I should be able to just pick up the cart with the wrench while it's moving. In theory. All of this is theoretical at this point. But I'm itching to go try it out, so let's do it. So I started a new tunnel so I can try out this tunneling machine. It's all basalt. But we finally did the lava lake, or at least a lot of lava. And it looks like as good a place as any to try this thing out. I think if I put it here, it'll be lined up with the road. If not, I'm in trouble. Get it out here. Okay, here we go. What could go wrong? I think I'll start it without me in it to begin with. Oh, wait. I need to load it up. All I have for now, hopefully that's enough. I do have some fire resistance just in case. Okay, that looks good. It's not gonna be fast, but that's okay. Tunneler's not fast either. Digger, I should say, I guess. Right. I'm gonna watch for a little bit and then I'll hop on. Crazy. Do 6 blocks per block of progress. Eat through that pretty fast. Oh, mistakes. It is gonna go through the window. No. That's unfortunate. We'll make some modifications on the other side. See, it's working right there. It did work as designed, though. Okay, let's take that off. And that off. Throw those in the trunk. Oh no. Bad things happen. Okay. Up it. No. Okay. It's fine. Oh. Apparently when I took those off, those were the glue. Holding things together. I don't know. Okay. We got this. Alright, let's see if we have the kinks worked out. This'll tell the tale. Definitely have a lava lake. You can see the digger is put into the floor of cobblestone. Oh, we just went through a fortress. Nice. I am happy with that. In fact, I lava it. So that's going to do it for this episode. We got quite a bit done today. We made a bee's nest farm, we created some pathways, made a really cool looking mob farm, and ended up in the nether digging for ancient debris. The ancient debris thing was more of a whim and it turned into quite the project. Give us an excuse to make another minecart contraption, so I'll always take that. Now you may notice that I left in all the problems I ran into making the lava displacer. I think that's important because anytime that you're creating things, whether in a game world or in the real world, things go wrong. And that's okay. You use those as opportunities to learn and you move on and you get better at what you do. And who knows, in the end, you might just end up with over 3.5 stacks of ancient debris. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Getting up to the AFK platform is a bit of a platformer right now. But once we have wings, we won't need the scaffolding. And go! No, wrong way. Ah, okay, fine. Okay, yeah. Never mind.